Have you ever found yourself sitting on the couch at 9 p.m. with an empty glass of wine in front of you and feeling a strange sense of emptiness? So on paper, you're functioning, you're working full time, you're taking care of your family, but deep down, you feel like you're slowly losing yourself. You feel like you're fading away and you're losing your joy. So in midlife, society tells us that drinking is a way of relaxing. It's our reward after a long, stressful day. But what if that reward after a long day is actually your silent thief? So today we're going to talk about 5 subtle signs that alcohol is not actually helping you relax, but it's stealing your joy in midlife. So the number 1 sign is that 3 a.m. wake up. So it's that 3 a.m. wake up call when alcohol disrupts your REM sleep and it triggers a spike in your cortisol or your stress hormones. And you wake up in the middle of the night. You wake up sweating, your heart racing and full of anxiety. And believe me, that's happened to me plenty of times and most nights. And I usually can't get back to sleep. I have no trouble falling asleep, of course, because you're drinking. And I usually drank to pass out, but it was always that 3 or 4 o'clock wake up call. I'll never forget it. And I know when I quit drinking and was sober, I would still sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and have to wonder and think, okay, am I hungover? Did I drink last night? And it took a while to get rid of that feeling. We usually drink to relax, and alcohol is that chemical that manufactures anxiety. It's stealing the joy of a peaceful night's sleep. And sign number 2 is the emotional numbing. You cannot selectively numb feelings or emotions. When you numb the stress of the day, you also numb the joy and the excitement. Your life starts to feel gray and flat, and you're not truly vibrant in the person that you're meant to be. And it brings color back to midlife. I remember the first time that I really felt joy and happiness after I quit drinking. I had been sober for a few months, and I went to a women's retreat for a weekend and was staying with a friend in a room. It was just the 2 of us, and it was the evening after the day's events. And we were sitting in bed talking and reading and watching TV, and something was said between us, and we started laughing. And the laughter was one of those where you can feel it inside and you just feel the joy and you can't stop laughing. And I remember that was really the first time that I had laughed in a while and actually felt good about laughing and was happy and actually felt that joy. It brought that color back to my life, and I'll never forget that. And sign number 3 is that witching hour. It's after 5 p.m., after you have worked a long day, and you're looking forward to that drink a little bit later in the evening to be able to relax. And I know for myself, I would start thinking about that drink in the afternoon, about 3 or 4 o'clock. I'd have to think if I had enough alcohol at the house or if I needed to make a stop at the liquor store. You're thinking about it and you're feeling restless and irritable. So if you do feel like you need a chemical like alcohol to tolerate your evenings, it's a sign that our coping mechanisms has taken the driver's seat. Sign number 4 is that decline of your quiet confidence and your self-trust. You start the day by telling yourself that I'm not going to drink tonight, or I'm only going to have 1 glass. And by 8 p.m. you've already broken that rule. Every time we break a promise, it affects our self-esteem. We start to secretly view ourselves as not having any self-discipline. I know for myself, I would do that almost every day. I would drink the night before. I would wake up the next morning and feel humiliated and ashamed that I did drink. And as I was putting my makeup on or trying to put my makeup on in the morning with a hangover, my eyes bloodshot, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, and I would tell myself, okay, I'm not drinking tonight. And there were several times that I would actually get up the next day after a night of drinking and just pour the alcohol out and tell myself, okay, I'm just quitting. I can't do this anymore. I would pour it out. But then as the day went on, and by the end of the day, I would have to stop at the liquor store again and get more alcohol because I had poured it out. So it's that shame and humiliation that stays with you, and it just works on you over time. True confidence is built on self-trust. It takes away our peace. And sign number 5 is you're settling for a smaller version of yourself. Instead of picking up a hobby or working on a project or going for an evening walk, we sit on the couch because the alcohol provides us with fake fulfillment. Midlife should be your next chapter where you are excited about life, the time that you expand and learn, but alcohol keeps you staying exactly where you're at. And I know for myself, when I quit drinking, that's one thing I could feel my mind clearing up. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to read. I wanted to know new things and learn and just be the best person that I could be. So if you have recognized yourself in any of these signs, there is no shame here. And just know that you're not alone. You are doing what culture has taught us to do. Giving up alcohol is not a punishment. It is a massive upgrade. And it's how you reclaim your life. You just reclaim yourself. You get your person back. You become the person that you're meant to be. So if you are ready to explore what life can be without alcohol, I invite you to join my community and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and let me know which one of these 5 signs resonated with you the most. And I'll see you next time.